Well, after what, 3 months of drama, things finally get back to normal. So let's dive in to what all's going on in the WordPress community. So basically, I did not release a video in the middle of this, was pretty much waiting on this. So I was waiting on ACF to finally to get back to normal. So and it looks like about 5 days ago, it went back to normal where ACF is finally back the way it was, where there is no more secure custom fields. So that's a good thing. But I think some people see what has happened within the WordPress community as something that is pro WP Engine. You know, they set it back to the way it was before, before Matt took over ACF and before all of the bad things happened. But it's not really pro WP Engine. It's not pro automatic either. I tend to use the analogy of anytime my wife and I, we have 4 kids, and anytime uh Lily and Aubrey, when they were 2 and 3 and they would fight, I'd come into the room and Aubrey took a toy or Lily took a toy, and so I would go and take that toy and give it back to whomever it was. I would set it back to the way it was, and then figure out what the problem is. And I think that's exactly what has happened here in the WordPress community. The judge didn't really make a decision. Now, sure, you could read it as the judge wanted to set it back the way because of WP Engine, because it's not fair to WP Engine, but I don't read it as that. I read it as the judge just set it back to the way it was for 10 years. So it's not so much that the judge is leaning towards WP Engine. I think they just set it back to the status quo. And I think that's what we're going to see for hopefully not too long. But I mean, I feel like I feel like court cases tend to take years, and by the time they're decided, I normally have forgotten about, like, what was that about? This one will be a little different. I'm going to be super interested, but I kind of feel like the damage is done. Um, I kind of feel like the people of ACF, are they really going to, do they feel safe enough to continue in the status quo? I think they're just buying time to figure out how are they going to proceed when things get back to where Matt is no longer happy with the community. Because the way I see it is, what Matt did, speaking about specifically of ACF, I think that's an ethical thing. I think the judge is going to say Matt can do whatever he want because he basically owns the .org and owns Automatic. So I don't think ACF is going to be in a good situation once this is all settled. So we'll see. Only time will tell. Hopefully it's not dragged on for 5 years. Hopefully within a year or two things will be resolved. But I really feel like that. I think, don't quote me on this, but I feel like we're gonna see things start getting things are going to start leveling out and start declining as far as WordPress, because people need stability, and with this not being something that is figured out and stable, um, I think we're gonna see the beginning of things start declining for WordPress, and the demand will go down. Now, with that said, uh, I think uh, WordPress has 43% of the market share. They have 63% of CMSs. So it's not like we're going to see a major change anytime soon, but I think over the years we're going to see a slow trickle down from where we were. So, all right, with that said, happy holidays.